Hey Chris, what's up? What's up? So here's a trade. What is it? Monday, September 23rd. So I'm marking out the 1050 to 1110 macro here. So this is we're looking for a price movement. It's been pretty choppy this morning. So you can see I have this fib up there. It's on that very candle to the left, and see how we rejected from that middle yellow point. So I'm framing a trade short. I'm looking for a short here. So we rejected here. I'm looking at that fair value gap on the 30-second. So don't have anything yet, just watching. This is going to be a real-time trade, so you can see kind of how long it's going to take. But this video is, I think it's like 15 minutes. But yeah, so I have the 1 minute fair value gap right there in green outlined. So I'm looking to see how price reacts there. Like I said, I'm waiting for a short here. It's been kind of ranging all morning, and we have sell side that I'll outline here in a bit, but I'll kind of show you as it's kind of painting. So I didn't want to speed this up at all. Normally, like when I do a trade, like I'll like speed up the video so that it's quicker, but just want to have this one play out full. So we're trading micros right now. So you can see I have an hour and a 5 minute on the right. That's the mini contract. So, and I have the micro in my actual trading screen here. You can see I'm in my AMP Live account. Right now, just still waiting, nothing to trade off of. I'm seeing how it's reacting to that wick. Like I said, you can see those like the blue, yellow, red line. I'm just kind of grading that wick there. And I'm just kind of flipping back and forth between the 30-second and the minute chart. So right now I'm seeing how we react off of this fair value gap, and I'm showing you this is our morning session, so it's been kind of ranging. It's not like the best price action, but what I'm looking for is that since we haven't really had like a big movement all morning, 1050 to 1110 is a chance for a reversal macro. So we'll kind of let this paint a little bit. I even dropped down to the 15-second just to kind of take a look. Just something that I do when I'm waiting for price to deliver. So right now we're taking out that high, right? So I want to see how it reacts after we take out that 20,120 level. We do have that green line up here at 2136. That's a high from like the overnight session. So we could tap into that. But so I'm just looking to see how this reacts right here. I'm anticipating longs being trapped here. So breakout traders that are going to buy above the swing high, they're about to get fucked. So I'm waiting for this. I'm basically waiting for price to show me like what it wants to do. So I still don't have anything yet. I'm looking for displacement lower. I'm looking for some fair value gaps. I will outline a breaker here. Like I already see the breaker. It's going to be those 3 1 minute down close candles. So you can see I'm basically taking this off. We already took that swing high right here. So we do have like a small little fair value gap that is trading into right now. So still waiting. We're at 10:54, so 10:55. So we're 5 minutes into this macro. And so what I want to see is right now I want to see a closure below those two like relative equal lows into that little green fair value gap right there. So I'm noting the breaker here. So we have down candles, a push up, and then basically the like break in structure. Hasn't formed yet because the 1 minute candle has not closed below the breaker. And I'm noting right here the buy side was was taken again. And we haven't really taken sell side. So you can see that's why I'm kind of looking for a short here. So looking at the 1 minute, it still hasn't closed below this like breaker, like that last down close candle at 1050. I want to see it close below that, but you can see within the breaker, there's this, yep, right there. There's this fair value gap that I'm looking at and seeing what it does with this. If it's a short, this should be an inversion fair value gap. So it's the first fair value gap before a high is ran. And then we come down below it. We should retest it and then go lower. So you can see my short to long entry is at that inversion. Moving down or moving up to the 1 minute, I'm seeing how we react off of this fair value gap that I just pulled over, and I want to see what happens here. So the classic entry is just to go at the bottom of that fair value gap. It could trade up to that inversion and reject. So if I wanted to take a entry to get real kind of greedy, to take like the best entry, I could do it there, but I'm going to move my entry down to the bottom. So you can see we traded down through this fair value gap, and this is on a 1 minute. You can also see it on this 30-second here. So I'm moving it down. I'm moving my entry down, and you can see how we closed the body below that fair value gap. That's what I wanted to see. That's what made me enter my trade here. So 1 micro, I'm risking $40 to make 80. So 160 ticks, 80 ticks. I don't really like to use the like dollars just because I tend to just like, you can have the dollar show on the, like where it says the ticks, it can show the amount of money that it's in. I don't like to look at that just because I want to focus on like what the price action is doing. So we have a legit breaker here. It closed below those two swing lows, the relative equal lows right above that green fair value gap. And then so now, so when you're going short, you want to enter when price is going up. So price was going up, it's green, we took a short. I'm going down to the 30-second, I'm looking at this inversion here. I want to see how it reacts. If it blows through this inversion, I'm wrong. And we take a loss. So it is what it is. So we'll see how it reacts here. If you were in this trade, like how would you feel right now? Are you feeling like you're going to get stopped out? Like if you had entered in here, like right now, it's bright green going against you. How do you feel with this right now? You can see that we also have a fair value gap on this down price leg. So where all the black candles are. So it's trading into those two. Those two are like a confluence. If you have a fair value gap on the left, that's the one you're going to use. But if you have one on the right price leg, you can also use that. So you can see that it filled in that inversion to the tick right there at the very top of that inversion within the breaker. Now we're getting the movement lower. This is what I'm wanting. So I want to see how it reacts through here. So we came up, we touched the bottom of the inversion. Again, we should move off of this. We should move away. We've already used it. You flip into the 1 minute, see how there's a wick? That's beautiful. So now I'm moving down my stop loss, so it's $30 instead of 40. I don't want to see price come above that anymore. We've already gone up, we've rebalanced. Now it should be a quick movement lower. So you can see how we touched that inversion in the breaker, and now we're starting to get some movement away. I'm noting down here, this is sell side, relative equal lows. You have this low here at 10.15, and then there's a swing low at 10.40. So I'm targeting, I'm not getting greedy, I'm targeting before we even hit that swing low. So there's a whole thing where you can make money without getting the whole move, like all of the move down to, where the sell side, where I just put the magnet, where I believe price is going to gravitate towards. You can make money in that, and this is just with 1 micro. 1 mini, I'd be risking like probably like I think over 200 to make like 600 in this trade, which that's more than I'm trying to do right now. But just to show that it can be, you can scale up in this. If it gives me an opportunity to add one more below this green box, that'll turn to an inversion once we trade up to it, And if we tag it again, like I'll do another entry short if it'll let me. So we're getting the movement. You can see we're at 11 o'clock. So we're halfway through the macro. I'm looking for this thing to start moving towards the liquidity sell side. So I'm looking for the movement lower. It's still going there. It's chilling. I just did a highlight over there. 80 bucks is my my profit target. You can see I have it all in ticks. I don't want to focus on the money really. Just really trying to focus on the process. So the wicks up here in that breaker, that's perfect. That's like what I want to see, and when I'm using that. So I want to see it close below this that green fair value gap again, and I want to see that turn into inversion. So like I said, I'm doing this 1050 to 1110 macro. It's just these little spots in price that you'll learn about where the market is likely to make a move. So this is flip to inversion, and if we come up and tap this again, I'll add one more. So we'll see how it's going. So I will continue to flip between the 1 minute and like the 30-second. So I put a sell limit here. If price comes up and taps this, it'll enter me in for one more micro short. So it'll be 2, and then I'll move my stop down. So we have a little swing low in that first fair value gap presentation. It's that red fair value gap. So I'll probably end up moving that over here in a second. And just watching how this goes. So price can come up and touch those 2 green candles where that inversion is. So I will mark that. So that's going to be a bearish order block. So price should reject from that if we come up to it. So we can trade up into half of that, and the trade would still be good. So that's why I'm keeping my inversion. So that sell limit is at the bottom of that green candle here. So if we come up and tap that, that's fine. That's acceptable price movement. And I would want to add one more short because at this point, the trade is working as I had expected, and we're looking to go lower to take out that sell side. So we've already purged higher, had a breaker. Now we're getting some movement. You can see there's like a little swing low in that red fair value gap. I still have my sell limit there. It's gone too low. We're almost tagged out at profit, so I'm going to take that off and drop I'm going to move down my stop to break even. So there's no chance that I'm going to lose money on this trade now, just because it's almost delivered everything that I wanted. And my ultimate target is down there at that sell side, but I don't need it to go all the way down there to make money. So just looking for a trade or two a day is what I'm looking for. I'm going to show my executions here so you can see that sell right there at the breaker. The price was going up, shorting as price is going up, buying when price is going down. That's going to give you your best fills. Right here is our breaker. Our order block. It's a bearish order block. It's the green candles when the price is moving down. My red candles are just black. I'm measuring this 50%. It can trade up to that and it would be fine. So my stop is above the halfway point of that order block of those 2 up close candles when I'm in a sell program. So I move my stop up, see how it wicked down to that. It took out a swing low. I'm still looking for this to go lower. And I'm just going to note here the 1050 to 1110 macro. So time, it's 11:04. Still have 5 minutes left on the macro. Plenty of time for it to deliver. It should trigger here shortly. Cool. Tagged out with profit. 80 bucks in the bag. Like I said, if you get to a point to where you want to scale up, like that could be hundreds of dollars within, it's like a 9-minute trade. So that's what it looks like. Nothing sped up, all, price printing as it would. But yeah, man, hopefully this helps, and, feel free to share this with your mom, see what she thinks. All right, man, we'll chat with you later.